Erica, Erica,
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be. And girl, you know who we discussing. Everybody out there know who we is discussing. Let's say it all together. Erica! So girl, first of all, let me say this. Like I said on part one of this review, I am so upset that Carlos gave this heifer a platform because at the end of the day, we, the black people of the black world, we don't care. We do not care, Carlos, we don't care. We knew that who she is and what she is deeply rooted in her. And that's what it is. You know, I don't understand why she had to come on here and use her to-be acting skills to try to tell us that she's sorry a little bit, somewhat, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Girl, part two was so bad, you should have just stayed home on part two. When he said, come on, do the part two, you should have said, you know what? I'ma just sit this one out, fat, because you made yourself look so much worse, Erica. Listen, to me, you can't look no worse than you look, because I've always seen you for who you was, a racist person, period. That's who you are. You're racist. I say that because I'm looking at your actions and the things you've done in the past and everything you've done in the past towards black women in particular. Black women in particular have been giving me racist. And don't get under my comments saying, but she part of the black and brown community. How can she be racist? She's brown. She ain't no brown. She's a clear Latina. Do I need to go over the races again? Let me give you a quick update just so the people in the back who don't know how I do over here at the dollhouse, y'all can understand what I'm trying to say. Now, let me say what I got to say. There are 3 races in the world. Black, Caucasian, and Asian. If you want to do them scientifically, it's Negroid, Caucasoid, and Mongoloid. That's the 3 races. Everything else falls under culture. A Latina is a culture, which is why you can have a Mexican Latina. You can have a Boricua Morena Latina. You can have a Honduran Latina. Or you can have an Afro Latina, which is a black Latina that falls in either of those cultures. Now listen, Lindas, and listen, Leonards. I know the people down at the schoolhouse and at the church done told y'all that we are all the same. I know they said it because I was there when they said it. But they lied, fat. Black people the only ones think we all the same. Don't nobody else think that. So don't get in my comments when men are talking about, but she part of the black and brown coalition. She's brown. Don't do that, brown. She's brown. Get your ugly ass up out my comments with that ugly ass shit. We don't do that over here at the dollhouse. So let me start there. Secondly, what I want to say is Erica showed who she is, which I've already known. She was being racist. Because she's a racist. And I don't care how much black Petey Bird she take, she was being racist. Say what I see. Now go argue with your mom and everybody else, your pastor or whatever, girl. I said what I said. Anyway, I'm not trying to make this a long video. I already feel like Erica has made it long enough for me. I'm going to be completely honest. I watched about 33 minutes of it and I had to get off of here. Let me tell you why. Carlos King, because first of all, the interview was bullshit. She cried and cried. Most of the time, no tears came out, but she was... She did a lot of that, but I didn't see a lot of tears. Now, one time her face got wet. One time it did. And I was wondering in all the edits you put out, Carlos, if y'all didn't splash a little glass of water or something in her face. Because the cries was just not crying for me. That was just for me. You know what I'm saying? But she tried all of the acting moves that Tubi gave her. It's obvious she does not have a PR person or a media person because she came up here with a bunch of bull. And then also, she basically is standing on what she's saying. That's what I'm getting from it. She's standing on what she said. She said what she said, and she not apologizing to Spice, and she only want to apologize to the fans. That's what I got from it. But let's get into the first little bit, and I'm gonna come in and out where I feel like I need to be coming in and out. Let's get into it.
Listen, the elephant in the room is the monkey comment with Spice. And what we saw were the two of you with Shekinah at a restaurant. You leaned in, tried to give her a kiss. She rejected it a little bit. Y'all sit down. Words started to fly. She made a comment about your son doesn't like you. And your face was gone. When you talk about how that relationship with Safari sucked the life out of you, I think we all saw how that comment sucked the life out of you to the point where it appeared that you weren't there anymore. And you know, you flip this table and you charge at her, and in the midst of that, you refer to her as a monkey.
Outside.
Explain to us what was going on in that moment.
Now, keep in mind, y'all, right here, Carlos is setting up the perfect, play for her to come in and say, okay, this is what happened. This is where I went wrong. Woo. But watch Erica, because, she a little slow a little bit, I guess. Maybe. Allegedly, they said. I don't know. But check it out.
There's a lot that happened inside that establishment that wasn't edited out. So when I flipped the table up, Spice got up and fell flat on her face because of all the food. Next thing you know, security, all of that stuff, mayhem comes, I get on one of the couches and I start throwing shit at her. I wasn't done. So eventually they take me outside, okay? I'm outside at first, talking with producers. Why she keep coming for my son, Next thing you know, she comes to the window where I'm standing at and is lifting up the blinds, banging on the window. Next thing you know, I see her, she putting her ass in the window. So between the banging and her putting her ass, right then and there, I'm like, oh, this bitch is taunting me. After what she just said, she's taunting me. And she's still yelling, yes, that's why your son has her, that's why your son. And the only reason why I heard that is because as this is going on, the door of the establishment, this is where she's standing, I'm standing here, and there's a door. So the door of the establishment keeps coming out because of cameras, and people in security that are trying to balance out what's inside. So I hear her inside yelling, your son hits you, that's why your son hit you, while she's banging on the window, throwing her ass up. And honestly, it wasn't anything but her banging on the window and her putting her ass reminded me of that in that moment. Not a race, an individual. Her, the way she's bantering me from inside, putting her ass and banging. So what do you think? Like, you're an animal. Was it the wrong choice of animal? Yes. But in that moment, I felt completely violated by a woman that I really respected. I respected Spice so much. She actually came on Atlanta around the same time as me. I related to her because of how we hustle and bustle and our babies. We gotta sacrifice so much time away from them to do that.
Girl, Erica is full of shit. Now you want to get up here and say you called her a monkey because the way she was acting in the window, that's the reason you called her a blue, also black monkey. Girl, bye. See, that's what I'm talking about. Child, Erica is full of shit, and Erica don't want to take no accountability for nothing. So she rather sit up here and say, oh, it wasn't racial or racially driven. It was because of the way she was acting. Well, what about all those other black women you called monkeys then? Girl, bye. Let me finish, girl.
In that moment, when she mentioned my son, I was so thrown off. Because just months prior, when I found out about her and her situation, you know what was the first thing I thought about? You want to guess?
Her kids?
Her kids. God forbid something happens to her kids. That's something I think about on my own. So it's just so to me. Here's this woman that's attacking me for the same things that we're so common about. At the same time, it's like, but I know the information, well, the person that made her feel comfortable enough to even speak on it, you know what I'm saying? Should have never made you feel that comfortable, especially coming from a man that you know is just as bad as your baby daddy. Probably worse. Spice doesn't have the healthiest relationship with her kid's father, just like I don't have mine. So you're taking information from somebody that you know has been dog walking me and now wants to change the narrative on something he created for himself. So, she's calling him, telling him, oh, she's saying you're not paying child support and this, that, and the third, and oh, well, that's why her son don't like her, so whatever. And right then and there is when I realized, oh, you're using Safari's information or whatever. I instantly knew. But my whole point is, you're using information from a man that you know is no secret not to really be trusted and is manipulative and whatever, just like your kid's father. So you're using this information to attack me, but here I am, like in the same boat as you. We are so similar. The only difference is the obvious, but everything else.
Oh, girl, you wasn't every bit worried about them damn churn. You was not worried about Spice churn. You probably ain't never met her churn. Talking about, oh, that's the first thing I could think about is her kids. Who's gonna take care of her kids? Girl, bye. Erica, you know, that's why you over there on Tubi. Telemundo didn't even want your crazy ass because you can't even cry right and get it on cue, girl. What is you saying? Talking about you was worried about her kids. Who's gonna take care of her kids? Girl, get off of here. Let's finish.
So if you need backstory, Safari had told Spice in voice messages. Now, this was done on camera, but wasn't aired. Sierra, Bambi were all in the scene at Carly Red's baby shower for her daughter. And Spice is playing voice notes of Safari telling her how when I told him about her and her situation that he started crying. And I was upset that he started crying and I started breaking things all over the house. I was upset, according to him. You know that shit ain't. First of all, Safari crying for someone other than himself? Show me Safari crying for someone other than himself if he's not on TV faking. Because we've seen him cry before and that was... So I just wanted to clarify what the happened. And what really happened was simple. I told him what happened. He made a comment. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do with myself if something happened to Spice. I said, well, damn, I was your wife and you didn't do a thing. You didn't even flinch. That was my initial, but it's also organic to kind of like, here you are, and you should feel whatever, because I felt whatever, but you're telling that to the wrong person, first of all. I'm still going through, and you're gonna tell me you don't know what to do with yourself if something happened to a woman, but yet I was just in the hospital, so was your son, and you were on a full-blown vacation. So without even getting too crazy, that's really what happened. But he told her that I literally was going nuts because he was crying over her. And that I was saying all types of crazy, and that I like her and all this stuff. Now, these is voice notes that a grown man is sending another woman about his baby mother, ex-wife. So you're starting, not only do you pillow talk to your broads about your ex-wife, baby mother, but you're also gossiping to her coworkers and causing conflict. That's what led us to have that sit down. Because I felt it was important, because Spice was really believing Safari's story. And I was just like, wait a minute, like, girl, I was hysterically crying for you. Like, I love you. Like, up until that point, yeah, I have so much love for Spice. Still do.
All right, now let me jump in here. First of all, yes, you should feel some type of way about your husband crying behind the next broad when you over there in ICU with your child. Yes, you should feel a way, but that feeling should be towards your husband. The one you walked down the aisle with and met at the altar in your white dress. That's the one you should have that animosity toward, number one. Number two, do I believe that you went to tearing up the house and pulling TVs off the wall like Gunplay when he started crying and acting a fool? Hell yeah. Does a snake's coochie have scales? Hell yeah, I believe you was around there tearing TVs off the wall like Gunplay. Because that's the type of shit y'all do. You know what I'm saying? And then furthermore, bitch, you want to get up here and say, you know, that's why I just want to have that conversation with her, you know, so that we can air it out and she can hear my side and da-da-da-da-da. That girl don't need to hear your side. And if Safari's over there sending her voice notes of him saying what you around there doing, tearing TVs and whatnot off the wall, bitch, you need to be going flip tables over on Safari, old flat back head ass. Not on that girl, Spice. Spice don't owe you nothing. Y'all wasn't friends anyway. She and Safari were friends. Y'all was not friends, bitch. So why is you over there trying to have a conversation with Spice? Because see, what happened was you wanted to sit down with Spice to take all the blame off yourself and be like, oh, it was all Safari. But you was definitely mad, in my opinion, when he was sitting down there crying about that girl because you said it yourself. I'm your wife. Me and your child was in ICU and you were over there on vacation in Jamaica eating plantain and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And oxtails. Girl, you had the information, you had all that aggression for the wrong person. So yeah, I believe you did whatever he said you did. Do believe it. Let me let you get back to this bullshit.
So when you said a monkey comment, obviously you do not realize that that word is considered to be a racial slur when it comes to the description of black people. Even naming animals after us, right? Because what I want to talk to you about too is a lot of people are split on this, right? Some people say, no, she knew what she was doing. She's a smart girl, she knows that. Calling a black person monkey is a racial slur. A lot of people are also saying, no, you come for my kid, I'm coming for you back, all bets are off. Look, I'm a black person. And one thing that I did want to talk to you about is the fact that when it comes to that word, I really am curious in terms of, did you have any idea that that word was considered a racial slur? Because what people have discovered is your usage of it in the past.
It's been used by me, but not in anything racial. It's just, I don't even want to say the wrong thing because I know how sensitive this is, and I want people to understand that even if I don't have the right words to explain it, I do know the damage, and I'm more remorseful about that because it's like, at the end of the day, I've been on this platform for so long, mostly because how relatable I've been, regardless if people like me or my antics or whatever, or what I come with, or I'm so used to being loved one week, hate another week. What's important to me is the supporters, the viewers, the people who've been in tune to my life for so long. Those are the people that I'm really genuinely concerned with as far as making amends with.
Now, did y'all see that? Carlos asked her a straight up question. Hey girl, do you understand how what you said was hella racist and why black people feel the way they feel? Did you know that what you said was racist? That heifer went all around the world to come back to, I just want to make amends with the people who like me and who my fans and watch the show. Girl, what? So right here to all my Erica Menas, my Mena Menas, my Mena minions, all y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna call y'all. All my Mena minions, especially the Negro ones. Y'all the worst of them all. The Negro Mena minions, y'all hoes is trash. I'm telling y'all that from my voice to your ears. If you a Mena minion, you's a trash ass bitch. Say what I said. Because there's no reason you need to be siding with a clear Latina calling another black woman a monkey. All because you feel like somebody saying something about your child is off limits so they get to be racist. You know what too? I would love to see this same attitude when a clear man of Caucasoid descendant. I would love to see this energy when they call you or your child one of them and say, and I want you to give them the same pass when they say, well, you said something I didn't like. That's what I want. But anyway, as far as the Mena minions, y'all hoes ain't shit. Say what I said. And Erica girl, you refuse to just take accountability and say, yeah, I knew what it was. I knew it was a bad term to use. And I should not have used that. And to the people of all across the black diaspora, I apologize. That's what you should have said. But nope. Erica brings it back to her and was just like, because I have fans and I just want my fans who love me to take care of me and know that I love them back. And I mean, the show just loves you, hates you, and loves you. Girl, shut your ugly ass up. Let's get back to this.
Cast members and all that stuff that's falling in line because it's story and producers were told them afterwards and all that stuff. Not so much because they're just in it for an NDA and the check, which we all saw happen at the table. But the people who genuinely are watching me every week, that love and hate me, those are the ones I feel like are more important than anything. Because without them, there isn't this. And I do feel, and I know, I disappointed a lot of people. I don't think I can. There aren't real words that I can put together to explain why I've said it in the past.
But you do see why people feel like you say it to these black people,
It's
right?
just a coincidence, but it's not that. And that's why I'm like, because it just so happens to be a coincidence that it is. But I've definitely called my sister a monkey before, and it's a word that I use to insult someone or be playful, never with intention of being racial or that. I'm raised in my family alone. I'm blended, there's not a racial bone in my body. Now that it's out there, it has me very mindful. Like, obviously I cannot ever say this ever again.
Did y'all see that? Y'all heard that? Y'all see that? So again, avoiding accountability. Again, not basically taking acceptance or accepting what you said was wrong. And don't get up here with that ugly ass shit talking about I got black people in my family. My sister, she took black peen and now we have black nephews and nieces. I love the community. I eat fried chicken on Sundays. I don't want to hear that ugly ass shit. This girl is delusional. Delu. Do you hear me? This girl is crazy as hell. And you know what? She ain't crazy. She knows exactly what she did. And don't sit up here and holler, oh, it was a coincidence that it just so happened to be you know, a person that's back, because I call my sister a monkey. I say it when I'm playing. I'm saying when I'm serious. No, bitch. You said on your own that you blacked out in the moment. And typically, a drunk man speak a sober mind, and an angry man speak a truthful heart. So at the end of the day, you said what you said because you meant it, Erica. Erica! You meant it, bitch. Just say that, hoe. Girl, let's move on.
Let me ask you this, and I'm gonna cut you off because I want to have this conversation with you because I really want to understand the backstory too. So when you would say in the past, no one would ever check you on me, because one thing I will say about is this. As a black person, and I'm very honest when it comes to like, I'm not perfect. Do I use the N-word? Yeah. With that being said, I'm black. I feel like we own it. To be very real with you, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I moved to New York in my early 20s. And obviously, New York's a big melting pot, you know, of different cultures, Caribbean cultures, all that. And I remember seeing a large group of Latin men and women use it, and it was so jarring to me. Then one day, J-Lo used it in a song, and then she said, well, Ja Rule wrote it for me, but I would never say anything to hurt the black community. But I always feel like when you're faced with something of that magnitude, do you have people around you who's like, look, girl, I know you didn't mean it that way, but it's offensive. Just like I had to teach men in my family, like, you can't say, like, you know, you can't say, and they're like, why? I'm like, cause it's a gay slur. I'm gay.
First of all, shout out to all my people in Detroit, up in the D. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know y'all be thinking like us, but you know, y'all kind of remind me of the Chicago people. It's like y'all up north, and I know it's the Midwest for Chicago, so don't drag me, y'all. But look, to us down south, all y'all up north. But look, I know y'all up north, but y'all have more southern roots, so y'all mindsets be different. You know who it be? It be them people from New York. That's who it be. Shout out to my New York people, but it be y'all. That's why Ja Rule could write a song for that heifer, J-Lo, Hey Ho, and get that heifer in there talking about nigga this and nigga that and how OG say you always talking about. Let's just get OG up here to see what she got to see.
Chad wants to be with a black woman. You're not black. Serious? You can gel your hair down as much as you want. You can say this and that. You want to be
and
black.
You were born in
and
LA.
As many black
all
as you had in your
were born in LA.
You will never be black.
Girl, bye.
Yeah, it's the ones up there in New York that's getting the pass from the Negroes because all y'all live amongst each other. And ain't nothing wrong with y'all living amongst each other. But my problem is them heifers and hoes don't get no pass because y'all live around the corner from each other, or y'all live next door and y'all borrowing flour and shit to make tortillas. No, they don't get no pass. And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? And people like Erica, who's coming from that environment, really feels emboldened to say the racist shit that she say because y'all let it slide up there in the boogie down Bronx. You know what I'm saying? But we not doing that down here in the South. Care all these New York Boricua Morenas, carry their ass back up to New York where that shit is common, because it ain't common down here. But yeah, shout out to Carlos for coming up saying that and using that analogy, because even using the F word in the gay community, that is a slur. I just saw Saucy Santana use it like 90 going west. And I ain't open my mouth because I am not in the community and I do not have autonomy over that word, and I'm not a gay man. It's the same thing with women. We get to say bitch this, bitch that in a nice little playful manner, but if a person we do not know or a man use that word, it is then turned into a slur or something offensive. So Erica knows what's going on. Erica just trying to be willfully ignorant so she can call the next bitch a monkey. But let's get back into it.
That's what makes this whole thing very complicated and tricky, and that's why it's like, at the end of the day, I can't justify anything. I just want to take accountability, and I just want people to know now, more than ever, the state of being mindful and more aware of the things I say and do is officially solidified in my life. Especially because out of all the things that I've done in Love and Hip Hop, this right here has been the biggest backlash I've ever gotten, and it doesn't even matter how I feel anymore or ever. It matters my supporters and what they feel, and the viewers and what they feel. You know, that's who I want to apologize to those people that found it offensive. And I want to really clarify, and I wish I had the words, because I've been sitting on this for this moment, like, how do I explain this? There is no way, but just, I fucked up. Have I fucked up before? Yes. Will this fuck up help me prevent fuck like this again? Absolutely. But I'm not racist. And I'm not a colorist. And I'm sorry to the people who I offended. I don't want this fuck up to make people feel any differently about me because of this. You know, like, especially people who have been rooting for me all this time and then this happened and now they feel some type of way. Those are the people that I could.
What you mean you want to apologize to the people who was offended? Girl, you offended a whole race of people. Girl, what is you saying? What are you talking about? Erica, what are you talking about, bitch? You literally offended an entire race of people. Not even just like sex class. I'm talking about like a race of people, black people. They liking black people, the monkeys of back in the day. The clear people used to liking them, the monkeys, because they thought that we were animalistic and we were stupid. You know what I'm saying? Even though monkeys have higher IQs than them. But neither here nor there. You knew exactly what you was doing, but then you want to get up here because I just don't want to offend the people who were rooting for me. Girl, please, bitch. We don't want to see it. We don't want to hear it, and we don't want to find it. You're only sad because them people is letting you go from them jobs, bitch. You think I'm crazy. Them people is letting you go from them jobs. But my thing is, why you didn't call, get your agent or somebody to go over there to Telemundo and see if they was hiring? That's what I wanted to know. Girl, bye. Let's get back to it.
What would you like to say to the black community? Because there's a large percentage of people in the black community who feel this way, Erica. They feel like when it comes to some Latin women, it's like, y'all love black dick. Mm-hmm. Y'all want our rhythm, but not our blues. Mm-hmm. Y'all love to immerse yourselves in black culture. Y'all like to cosplay as black women. A lot of black people do feel that way, and they feel like when it comes...
But it's crazy because just as much as black women get shit, we get shit too. We can't, like, Latin women are always labeled as this women that just want to come and take people's men and all of that stuff, and it's like, it's sad, but both ends, no matter what the race is, we're constantly judging and like pointing the finger at each other when, you know? Yeah. But yet we're purposely dividing ourselves, you know?
Do y'all see how black women can't have nothing? He literally said, what would you like to say to the black community and black women and da-da-da-da-da as far as apologizing? And this bitch came back and said, well, I think we're all equally, you know, oppressed because our stigma is that we just want to take everybody's man and da-da-da-da. Girl, see what I'm saying? Black women can't have nothing. You can't have nothing, especially in Erica Mena eyes. Erica Mena is going to play the professional victim at all costs. Do you hear me? Girl, let's get back to it.
When really, like, that's why growing up in New York was such a beautiful thing for me because, you know, my best friend was black. My cousin is married black, so I have black cousins. And, you know, like, it's always been a melting pot. It's never been separated. We've just all been infused together. You know, that's the way of New York. You know, we're all in this big melting pot together. But what I want to say to the women that feel that way, I know it's going to take time. But if I can be given that, not only will I be making up for that, but I will constantly be doing my best to remind them how sorry I am and the things I do from here on out. And genuinely, just overall, I'm sorry.
Did y'all hear that fake ass bullshit? I need all the women and all the black women in the comments. I need y'all to the front of the congregation. Do y'all forgive Erica? Did y'all buy the apology? Girl, let's get into what she had to say about Spice and we getting up out of here, girl, because this is a waste of my time.
Would you like to apologize to Spice for calling her a monkey?
I would have if she was genuinely broken from that comment. But let's go back to the day it happened. She went on live and ranted for 3 hours on live, saying I had all types of STDs. Even mentioned Safari a few times. She didn't know I said that. She didn't know I said that until producers told her I said that. What she was more upset about, which made her go on live, her falling flat on her face. Because she just had surgery. That was the whole thing on why Rashida and Kurt was even pissed, because she just had surgery. Because even Kurt and Rashida went on live, no one mentioned Monkey because no one knew about Monkey until producers brought it to their attention. The same, literally, we fought, I went about my business the same day, the Monkey comment day. She went on live, you could pull it up, it's all over the blog. I had lawyers contacting me, asking me if I wanted to sue her for defamation, that they were ready to just do it, I didn't have to put money up, because they were like, you have a case, you could sue rocks off of her. She sat on live for hours at the airport, saying I had all types of STDs, saying stuff about me with Safari, ranted about everything, and that was that day. The whole week after that, she was even making posts about my tube, like doing subliminals, like this is what real life is, her at a stage or whatever. This is what real life is, ain't no Tubi. So she was even like throwing jabs about me and my movies and this and that for a whole week straight. She was genuinely like, oh my God, she heard me say it and felt, yes, I would really sit up here with my blue shoes in my hand and apologize.
Do you feel like you were set up by production?
I really feel like production went, they were like, oh my God, this is gonna be great ratings. Let's go with it. And what they failed to realize is that, yeah, it brought ratings, but it also brought backlash that you now have to stay face for, and probably lost a lot of sponsorship. So they really chose to promote racism, but yet they wanna have table talks now. And I'm not taking accountability for yes, I did it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna show that, you should have shown her falling on her face too, because that's really what she was mad about.
What would you like to say to the Black community who are offended by, because you do have a lot of Black supporters?
Well, above all things, I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. And like I said, I really genuinely want to do the work. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I want to do the work to take action to prove that I'm sorry. Not just say it and walk away because this is going to die down. That's not my mentality. This is why I'm sitting here with you. If that was the case, I would have just went about my business and I did this. But I don't know what it is, but I just feel like this ugly situation is going to lead me to a better purpose and trying to do something that's ultimately, it's not about winning anybody over either. It's about, okay, she's human, she fucked up, and she made it up to us. Let's give her a break, or let's give her a chance, even if it's just a chance.
You want the chance to prove to people you're not a racist and a colorist.
It's not, I don't need to prove that. I want to prove that I'm sorry,
Okay.
and that what I said was not meant in a racial way, and I'm gonna make it up to them. I feel like I owe them that. Especially the people who, I get it, there's people that they'll watch the show and have their opinions, but the people who genuinely too watch the show, that every Monday, Mena Monday, you know what I mean? That I've been on this platform for so long, those are the people that matter to me. They matter. They matter. They watch me every week, they judge me, they love me, they hate me. It's all part of the job, but they matter. Even if I'm on their shit list this week, because that happens. One week in reality they love you, next week they don't. I've been there for 15 years of it. But I'm gonna make it up. I'm going to make this up. Especially being on this platform for so long, knowing how shitty they did me in the beginning, and it did me 20 times shittier in the end. But those people, I'm gonna make it up to them. And I know all I can say is sorry right now, but I'm gonna prove that I'm sorry, because I am. And it's gonna take time, and I'm willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to do just that.
My first question would be, how the hell you know what actually offended this girl? And if you could sit up here and say that she was mostly mad because she fell flat on her face, not from the comments, because she didn't learn the comments till later, how does that put you in any moral space or place to say what is what? Why can't you just say, you know what, I offended her. I know I offended her because I seen her response, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. And I'm not racist, and I'm going to prove that I'm not racist. And not just say I don't need to say it. No, you do need to say it. I'm not racist. I'm going to show you guys that I'm not racist. And then whoop. But nope, not for Erica. Erica then flips it all the way back to her, talking about the network did this and the network did that, and they set me up and da-da-da-da. Girl, they can only set you up with what you give them, fat. I just wanted to ask the people in the audience a couple questions. Number one, did you guys know that wearing blue calms you? The reason that blue is being worn in this interview is not only to calm us, the audience, so that we can receive this shit better, but also to calm Erica. But she's such an actress that she doesn't even realize that she's fucking up the play. You know what I mean? She's so within her own head, she don't even realize it. And it's crazy because she's so busy trying to cry on cue that she's missing all the alley-oops that Carlos is giving to her. Like, hey girl, how many times have he asked this girl, what do you want to say to the Black community? What do you want to say to the people you offended? He's trying to get you to say, he's damn near saying everything, but girl, just say you sorry, bitch. Come on now. Just get up here and say you sorry, bitch. He's giving her everything but that. And this hoe still can't catch it because she's so busy acting. She's so busy on script. She's so busy on key that she's not even catching the cues. She's not even catching the fact that he's wearing blue to calm you down, bitch, so that you can think rationally and get up here and say the right things. I wasn't expecting an apology, to be honest, nor if she had given one, I would have accepted it. I honestly just want Erica Mena to go away. That's what I want. I mean, you sitting up here talking about how the network doing the cast and how they basically eating off y'all and profiting off of y'all and doing y'all dirty and da da da. But Erica, you doing the exact same thing to black people. You taking Black Petey Bird, you creating half black kids, you on all black networks amongst all black people, using all black culture, all black slang, black fishing at times. I mean, literally using the black people for everything, sucking everything out of the black community and black culture. And then when it comes to how you really feel about them, it shows whenever you are upset, which is why you say stuff like blue black monkey, which is why you've called other black women like Johnny Blaze and other people monkeys, because you are that person and that person is you. And that's just that. But my thing is, don't get mad at Mona and them for sucking you dry, because you sucking us dry too. So I'm not about to sit up here and empathize or sympathize with you because you feel like the network is doing you dirty. Girl, I could care less. Y'all getting paid, right? Y'all are volunteering to get done dirty because you're over there getting paid to do it. But as far as us, we not volunteering to be talked down upon and looked down upon for the likes of Erica Mena. We not doing that. And at this point, I just feel like you should just go away. That would be the best for me. Just go away, girl. I'm pretty sure you got a little something in savings or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you know, put something up. Maybe you invested in something, girl. Go sell houses or some shit, girl. I don't know. But we, at this point, we the people, especially the black people, we don't want nothing to do with your fat. Go ahead on about your business. Now, in the later interview, she said something to the effect of, what she said? Oh, she said something about the network only fired her because of the backlash or something like that. Girl, I don't know. I don't really care, girl. This interview was trash. Carlos King, that's why you're not getting a lot of views on it, because we do not care. The only reason I'm on here is because my people is asking me to review it. But other than that, I do not care. The people do not care, Carlos. You tried to help the bitch, which I don't agree with. But you tried to help the bitch. You got her up here just to say she's sorry 50-11 times, and she didn't take the bait. So it is what it is. Hopefully you learn from it, Carlos. And I hope that black women in the audience learn from it too. Stop thinking everybody is on your side, because they not nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide might be on your side, but Erica Mena ain't. You hear me? Girl, y'all drop down in the comments and somebody tell Erica, go lay down. Erica, go lay down, bitch. Go lay down and take a nap. Go rest your nerves. Go get you something to eat or something, bitch. We don't want to see you, bitch. You need to gain about 5-10 pounds anyway, girl. Go lay down. But y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this bullshit. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.